In 1645, after Parliament's defeat at the Second Battle of Naseby, Parliament took action in reforming its armies to create the new model army. The new model army was much more professional, and the soldiers had had more training and were better equipped for travelling around from Scotland or England. It was a military unit that the king did not have, and they could beat his army with. At the same time, Oliver Cromwell tried to remove members of the Lords and Commons from holding command in the army. In the beginning of 1645, many of King Charles's advisers told him to try and attack the new model army while it was still forming. Prince Rupert, who had recently been appointed general of the army, and therefore the king's chief military adviser, proposed instead to march north to recover the north of England and join forces with the Royalists in Scotland. While they considered this, Fairfax, commander of the new model army, then attacked Oxford, the king's wartime capital. To distract Fairfax, the Royalists stormed the parliamentarian garrison in Leicester on the 31st of May. Prince Rupert and the King's Council reversed their former decision and marched south to relieve Oxford. Parliament were alarmed by the loss of Leicester and abandoned the siege on Oxford and engaged the King's main army. The new model army moved in pursuit of the Royalists. General Henry Ireton, Cromwell's son-in-law, attacked a Royalist outpost outside Naseby. The king had the decision of battle or retreating, with Fairfax closely following. The morning of 14th of June 1645 was foggy, preventing the opposing armies from sighting each other at first. The Royalist army occupied a strong position on a ridge between two villages. Their right wing consisted of between 2,000 and 3,000 cavalry under Rupert and his brother. The centre was organised as 3 infantry brigades, commanded by Lord Astley. On Parliament's side, Ireton's wing of 5.5 regiments of cavalry was on the left. The infantry under General Sir Philip Skippon was in the centre, with 5 regiments in the front line and 3 in support. A forlorn hope of 300 musketeers was deployed to the front. There were also 11 pieces of artillery in the intervals between the infantry regiments. However, these did not get much chance to fire. Cromwell ordered the new model army to move to a weaker position, which would encourage the Royalists to attack. Prince Rupert charged, and there was enough time to fire 1 volley of musketry from the parliamentarian side. Soon enough, Prince Rupert's cavalry broke through the parliamentary left flank, but rode on to pursue fleeing parliamentarians rather than turn and outflank the infantry. This was a big mistake, and this decision weakened the Royalists badly, and so the parliamentarian cavalry could break the remaining Royalist cavalry. Eventually, some Royalists began to surrender, and the king fled the battle. The Royalists lost around 6,000 men and had taken a huge defeat.